It's happening. The nightmare scenario. An unscheduled phone call. The area code is American or British. You don't know the number. Your heart starts pounding in your chest. Your palms get sweaty. You stare at the green, accept button, paralyzed. Your brain is screaming, don't pick up. Don't pick up. You won't understand them. It will be awkward. You will look stupid. You let it ring. It goes to voicemail. You let out a huge sigh of relief. Safe. Now you can listen to the voicemail 5 times, decode it slowly, and write a nice, safe email back to them. You survived. But deep down, you feel like a coward. You know that dodging phone calls is unprofessional. You know it makes you look weak and elusive to your clients or colleagues. You can handle a Zoom meeting where you can see faces. Why does a simple phone call reduce you to a panicked wreck? I'm Tom, and welcome back to English Adventure. Today, we are tackling the final boss of listening skills, telephone phobia. You are terrified of the phone because it strips you naked. It takes away all your safety nets and exposes the true weakness of your listening skills. Today, we are going to understand why phone audio is so awful and give you the tactical tools to stop hiding and pick up the damn phone. Part 1. The diagnosis, the blindfolded fight. Why is the phone so much harder than face-to-face or video calls? It's not in your head. It is objectively the hardest form of communication. When you speak face-to-face, you think you are listening to words. You are multitasking. Your brain is using a massive amount of visual data to supplement the audio. Lip reading. Even if you don't know it, your brain uses the shape of their mouth to distinguish similar sounds, like B versus V. Body language and facial expressions. Is he smiling? Is he angry? Is he confused? This gives you the context of the words. Shared environment. You can point at things. When you are on the phone, you are blindfolded. All those crutches are kicked away. You have to rely 100% on raw auditory processing power. If your raw listening skills are weak, you survive in meetings by using visual crutches. On the phone, you crash. You feel helpless because you are helpless without your visual aids. Part 2. The mechanic, the audio fog, acoustic reality. It gets worse. Not only are you blind, but the audio quality itself is actively fighting against you. Telephone audio is terrible by design. It's called narrowband audio. Human hearing can detect frequencies from roughly 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Traditional telephone networks only transmit frequencies between 300 Hz and 3,400 Hz. They chop off the low end, and they chop off the high end to save bandwidth. Why does this matter for English? Because the sounds that distinguish many English consonants happen in those high frequencies that the phone cuts off. The difference between S and F. The difference between T and P. The crispness of TH. These sounds become muddy and indistinguishable on the phone. It's like trying to read a book through frosted glass. We call this the audio fog. Native speakers can handle the audio fog because our brains are masters at predictive filling. If we hear, I need to send a *X, our brain knows it's facts, based on context, even if the F was blurry. As a learner, your predictive brain isn't strong enough yet. You need that crisp audio data, and the phone refuses to give it to you. Part 3. The psychology, the loss of control. The final element of the panic is the total loss of control. When you watch Netflix, you have subtitles. You can pause. You can rewind. You are in control of the input stream. On a live phone call with an impatient New York stockbroker, you have zero control. You can't pause him. You can't turn on subtitles. You can't easily ask him to repeat himself 5 times without looking incompetent. The combination of being blindfolded, dealing with terrible audio quality, and having zero control over the speed of information creates a perfect storm of anxiety. Part 4. The hard truth: the email hider career path. Before we fix it, you need to understand the cost of this phobia. You cannot rise to a senior leadership position in an international company if you are afraid of the phone. Leaders handle crises. Crises happen on the phone, not over email. If you are known as the email hider, the person who always takes 2 hours to reply via text instead of picking up a 2-minute call, you will be labeled as low confidence, inefficient, and unfit for management. You think you are hiding your fear. You are. Everyone knows why you let it go to voicemail. Part 5. Tactical protocol number 1: the scripted entry, controlling the start. The most terrifying part of the call is the first 10 seconds. The unknowns. Who is it? What do they want? Are they angry? You must remove the uncertainty by scripting the entry. Do not freestyle the start of a call. You need standard operating procedures, SOPs, rooted in your brain for both answering and calling. Answering the phone, don't just say, "Hello?" weakly. Own the call immediately. Formula: company name plus your name plus "How can I help you?" Example: Tom's coaching, this is Tom. How can I help you? This forces them to identify themselves and their purpose immediately. You are in control. Making a call. Never call without a pre-flight checklist on a post-it note in front of you. Who am I calling? Name and title. What is the exact purpose? 1 sentence. What do I need from them? The ask. If you know exactly what the first 30 seconds will sound like, your anxiety will drop by 50%. Part 6. Tactical protocol number 2: the aggressive clarification toolkit. You are terrified of not understanding. So what do you do when you miss a word? Usually you stay silent and hope you catch up later. You won't. Or you say a weak "What?" or "Sorry." You need professional tools to stop the train. You have to take control of the audio fog. Do not apologize for not understanding. Blame the technology. The toolkit. When the signal is bad, blame the phone. "Sorry, you're breaking up a little. Could you repeat that last part? The line is quite bad. Could you say that again?" When they are speaking too fast, blame the information density. "That's a lot of information. Let me just read that back to you to make sure I got it right." The ultimate power move. It forces them to slow down and listen to you. When you miss specific data, numbers/names. Do not say, "Repeat the number." Be surgical. "Did you say 15, 1 to 5, or 55 to 0? How do you spell that surname? Is it B for Bravo or V for Victor?" Learn the NATO phonetic alphabet for crucial letters. It's a lifesaver on the phone. These phrases make you sound like a competent professional managing a difficult communication channel, not a confused learner panicking. Part 7. Tactical protocol number 3: exposure therapy, the low-stakes call. Finally, you need to desensitize yourself to the physical sensation of phone anxiety. The ringing sound shouldn't trigger a heart attack. You need exposure therapy. You need to make calls where the outcome doesn't matter. The drill: 3 times a week, make a low-stakes call to an English-speaking service. Call a hotel in London and ask about their room rates for next October. Call an airline customer service line and ask about their baggage policy. Call a restaurant in New York and ask if they have vegan options. Why? These people are paid to talk to you. They have to be polite. They won't judge you. The outcome is irrelevant. You aren't going to book the room. It forces your brain to realize thinking about the call is worse than doing the call. You are building up tolerance to the audio fog in a safe environment. The final challenge: listen to me. The phone is going to ring again. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. You have a choice. You can let the panic take over, stare at the screen, and let it go to voicemail again. You can remain the email hider, or you can take a deep breath. You can remember that you have a script for the first 10 seconds. You can remember that you have the tools to ask for clarification aggressively without looking stupid. You can reach out your hand and press accept. It will be messy. You might sweat. You might have to ask them to repeat themselves 3 times. Do it anyway. The only way to conquer the blindfolded fight is to stop running away from the arena. Pick up the phone. If you are ready to stop hiding from calls and start communicating like a professional, hit the like button. Subscribe to English Adventure. Answer the call. I'm Tom. Speak up.